James from JTP Machinery. We're going to test a PTO clutch pack operation on this Massey Ferguson. It's a bit of an unusual test. We have the lid off, so I thought you might be interested. So if you look down in there, you can actually see the clutch pack. It's stationary at the moment. If I engage the lever, you can see the PTO clutch pack spin up. If I disengage it, you can watch the valving shut it down and then apply the brake. So at the end of its sequence, it comes to a fairly abrupt stop because there's a little brake pack in the back that relies on the clutch pack springs being in the release position, applies a little bit of pressure to the brake pad. So let's watch that again. You can see a small change in the control valve too, in the oil flow when it's activated. So it spins up to full speed. You watch the oil flow on the control valve. It's a reasonably clever yet fairly simple mechanical system. So we can watch that, the back of the tractor. You can actually see the PTO. I'll try and get the lever in the shot as well. Actually, I won't. I can't get both. So I'm going to push the lever on. You see it start off. It's got a soft start, so the valving applies the oil pressure gradually, over a second or two, and then off. Same deal, except when it stops with a fairly abrupt stop. Now don't try this at home, but I'm going to try and turn this, alright? So if I rip my fingers off, then that's an example of what not to do. But that's solid, I can't turn that. I can turn it against the two stoppers on the brake, but other than this, when it hits the stopper and the brake's locked on, I can't move it any further. And that's what we want. So I'll show you what happens when I move it. You can actually see the clutch pads move, and what it is, there's a stopper on the brake which hits up against the brake itself, hits up against the stopper, and that's what stops the clutch pack from turning. So the idea of that is so the PTO shaft doesn't freewheel when you turn the PTO lever off, because sometimes they drag a little. So if you have a slasher or something on the back, there's the possibility that the PTO clutch pack could drag the slasher around and keep turning it even when it's turned off. And that's what they're trying to avoid in this situation. And that's what we're testing to make sure this tractor actually applies the PTO brake pack when it's supposed to, and it appears that it is. And yep, so it definitely is. What we found was a little bit of grit caught in the control valve, which is located in here, which was holding the control valve in slightly on, so it still had enough residual oil pressure to keep the clutch pack almost disengaged, almost engaged but not quite. So the brake wasn't applying properly, and it was actually starting to rotate slightly. All right, that's it from me.